Random House Webster's College Dictionary defines self-image as the conception or mental image one has of oneself. If women are constantly bombarded with the perfect women in Hollywood, they will too feel the overwhelming need to reach this unattainable standard. This desire to be ideal leads to a negative concept of oneself. If this negative self-image continues to decline, it can possibly lead to a more serious issue. Eating disorders can also result in the negative images shown in the media. The American research group Anorexia Nervosa and Related Eating Disorders Incorporated says that 1 out of every 4 college-aged women uses unhealthy methods of weight control, including fasting, skipping meals, excessive exercise, laxative abuse, and self-induced vomiting. And the Canadian Fitness and Lifestyle Research Institute warns that weight control measures are being taken by girls as young as 9. This image that the world places on women has the potential not only to harm them mentally but physically as well. This mindset that women have today is being observed by young women. This insecurity that women have of their own body size is being realized by young and impressionable girls. Is this the kind of example we want to set for our girls today? Is this the kind of example we want to set for them? I'm repeating myself. Teen Magazine reported that 35% of girls 6 to 12 years old have been on at least one diet, and that 50 to 70% of normal weight girls believe they are overweight. The media not only makes those who are overweight look at themselves negatively, but the media also makes the average size girl feel inferior as well. The media influence on women increasingly affects women by decreasing their self-image and sometimes leads to physical harmful eating disorders. Fashion in our culture is all about what will make a woman look sexy, or what will make them look hot, I guess that's what you call it today. It's all about a plunging neckline or a short skirt or tight pants. Magazines are filled with ads containing women that advertise more of their bodies than what they're trying to sell. For example, Ashley Simpson modeled for an advertisement for Candy shoes, and the irony of the photograph was that the shoes she was wearing was barely visible, but the picture displayed her wearing, she was sitting on a bed with a low-cut t-shirt, bikini-style panties, fishnet knee-highs, and in the bottom left corner you can see the shoes she's advertising. Even in advertisement for shoes today, shoes in today's magazines must be sexy to make them more appealing. Attracting the opposite sex is the main reason for the lack of modesty in the media. Mary Pfeiffer, a clinical psychologist, concludes that teen magazines are a good example of the training in lookism that girls receive. The emphasis was on makeup, fashion, and weight. Girls were encouraged to spend money and to diet and work out in order to develop the looks that would attract boys. Apparently attracting boys was the sole purpose of life. I couldn't find one that wasn't preaching the message, don't worry about feeling good or being good, worry about looking good. Women long for love more than anything and seek it in any way possible. Women are influenced by their own culture and by their need to feel personal worth, even if it means being reduced to an object. The media's lack of modesty in fashion does not only display a standard of beauty impossible to live up to, but also defiles the true beauty a woman can possess. With all of the misconstrued portrayals of women's beauty in the world, how can a woman find her true beauty? The Bible offers a different alternative if one accepts the sacrifice that Christ paid for them on the cross. Each woman can choose to measure their beauty according to God's standards. Psalm 139:13-15 says, "Oh yes, you shaped me first inside then out. You formed me in my mother's womb. Body and soul, I am marvelously made. I worship in adoration, what a creation. You know me inside and out. You know every bone in my body. You know exactly how I was made, bit by bit, how I was sculpted from nothing into something." God formed each and every person with His hands. The importance of this verse is displayed in the order it's written. God first shaped our inner being, then our outer being. God formed each and every person with His hands. The importance of this verse is displayed in the order that it's written. God first shaped our inner being and then our physical being. Genesis 1:27 and 31 states, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good." The creator of the universe made each and every person in his image, and he liked what he created. In 1 Corinthians 6:19 through 20 it says, "Didn't you realize that your body is a sacred place, the place of the Holy Spirit? Don't you see that you can't live however you please, squandering what God paid such a high price for? The physical part of you is not some piece of property belonging to the spiritual part of you. God owns the whole works, so let people see God in and through your body." Would one go into the sanctuary and vandalize it by throwing rocks through the windows? No, one would never dream of destroying God's temple of worship. For the same reason, we should not destroy the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is also known as our bodies. We can destroy our bodies by the negative words we speak and listening to the words of disapproval from others. When a woman of God is tempted to denigrate her physical appearance because of the image the media in the world around her portrays, she must remember that her body and spirit belong to God. He has made her beautiful because she is created in his image. There are so many negative images of how women should look displayed within the media. This beauty is an unattainable goal for the average woman. When women strive to reach these goals, it could result in serious mental and physical harm, or cause her to become nothing more than an object for visual pleasure. But there is a better way to define a woman's beauty. If she surrenders her heart and life to God, he will show her what true beauty is. In conclusion, Regina Franklin writes this of a virtuous woman. Knowing that only God can sustain her, she stands in the face of fear and resolves not to give up. She recognizes that the things of God are the only things that matter. Seeking after the things of Christ, she lives a life of integrity. She is a fighter, a survivor, a woman of strength. She is beauty, she is you. And I'm done.
So